So this past week I've been playing on a modded world-building server, and it's been a fun ride. It's been crazy, from like a hostage situation.
Of course.
Nice to meet you again. I still don't know why you stabbed me when I was just walking through the forest.
Then all the way up to almost starting a war with the rat people, and having to send them an apology letter.
Dear heretical king.
So yeah, I've been around. It's really been a fun ride, and if you'd like to check out the server, link in the description. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. So I logged into the server day one, and I chose a dwarf for my race. It seemed like a nice option, and it would benefit me. I promptly committed murder, and me and the boys of Vertanis decided to liberate a boat. However, due to lag, I had gotten separated from them, and I had to take a smaller boat to find them. On my way to my fellow mates, I looted a jungle temple for the Emperor, of course. I eventually met up with the Emperor, who was the only one left online, and the boat was stolen. Good. And let me tell you, boats are expensive. They literally cost things we don't have at this point. I logged out, came back, and went mining. My whole goal was to get some armor. After I was done mining, I came to the surface and I saw somebody just swimming across the river.
I swear to God, if this person's coming over here to kill me, I'm gonna kick their ass.
I thought about them for a second, then came to a decision.
I just want to kill this person. I really...
Land. Come on.
Turns out that was a really bad idea.
You signed your death warrant.
Sure enough, eventually there were people looking through my crates and stuff, and we had a little bit of a fight. However, me being out of hunger, I could only walk at him, so I let him get away. Eventually he came back, and I showed him where the grave was of the person I killed.
I've killed a few people today. I don't think any of them are happy with me.
Well, turns out one of those people came back, and now I'm in a cage. I am being held hostage. Eventually the leader of the captor nation has showed up, and we had a nice little talk.
Of course.
Nice to meet you again. I still don't know why you stabbed me when I was just walking through the forest, but...
Well, you see, everybody's a heretic, and I thought about it for a second. And when I thought, and then I was like...
thought harder.
I should have thought harder, yes. Eventually they let me go, but not before taking the island that I was mining at for themselves. Like, annexed it. Well, then I also developed Stockholm Syndrome, so I came back. And I lived with these guys for a while. I started helping around the town, and it was pretty nice. I helped with mining and other things. Eventually we all went to the Twilight before it was disabled, so yeah. I spent the next few days and Minecraft weeks in and out of the Twilight, just mining, gathering materials, and general stuff. I started looting around the Twilight and searching for the first boss. It was quite a long search. Eventually I found the Twilight Naga's place, but since mobs were disabled, I couldn't fight it. Therefore, I could not progress in the mod. I cannot progress in the Twilight Forest until they turn it back on. After a while, I went on a small excursion outwards, trying to find more land and stuff to do. While out on this excursion, I suffered my first death at the hands of mobs. Then I had to swim all the way back. I shit on your pillow.
What?
That's not nice.
After taking that stop to shit on my friend's pillow, I started building a house. After the server reset and I took a nap, I came back and realized one of them had crafted a giant boat. I made this hammer at some point that lets me mine like 9 blocks at a time. It was pretty useful. I also decided to put my resources toward a broad axe because, you know, that would help me mine more trees. I used the wood I gathered from the tree chopping axe to finish my house. Eventually, I finished my house. First house finished. But my house was short-lived. I eventually had to set out for Vertanis, my true home. I did eventually arrive in Vertanis, and it wasn't really that good. I was greeted by a drunkard, and we started to get to work. I crafted the people of Vertanis their first enchanting table, and gave it to the drunkard so he can keep it safe. I ended up donating a lot of personal materials to Vertanis to start off. Vertanis had its own Twilight portal at the time, and so I went back into the Twilight to gather more resources. After a Twilight mining spree, we then started gathering materials for a Tinkerer's Forge. Eventually I got the forge into a working condition, and it was wonderful, creating us tools and everything else we needed. Then I got the rest of Tinker's set up, and it was a breeze.
Oh, that was a pain in my ass.
Then, with the power of grammar, I spelled out the name properly to my town. Shortly after, the Emperor called a meeting with the STC, and we had a nice little talk. I almost stabbed some of them. Then I had an awesome idea, and no way backfired.
I'm about to go over to the rats and fuck with them.
Got to know, right? Shift.
You want me to go in there and try and kill all of them?
I kind of actually do.
Hurry, cast fireballs at them. Oh shit!
Above.
Yeah, we should pillar up. I didn't bring any range. Oh, I'm getting in!
Are you in?
Yeah, we're not allowed to go to war. Guys, stop.
And just like that, the Arch-Emperor's will struck me down. Apparently, he didn't want me to purge the rats yet. After a little back and forth, he decided to burn my stuff, so, well, whatever.
Good thing lost all his stuff.
Yeah, they killed me and burnt it. After a lot more grinding and mining, I eventually got my stuff back. Then I built a bridge across the water. I'm really not no builder, so that's what I got. The next real-life morning, I went mining with the boys of Vertanis, or at least one of them. We were working away. After me and Gorn were done mining, we went siren hunting. It was actually pretty fun, and we got a lot of shiny scales. Then we hunted some sea serpents. We had this weird strategy where we would take a boat and lead them back to land, and then we would get them on land and fight them there. It worked for a little while. Some serpents were more successfully killed than others. Eventually we were able to craft full Tide Guardian armor. It was actually better than what I was wearing. Well, then after sea serpent hunting, a new player wandered into our town, and we kind of adopted him and recruited him. Then some idiots brought a sea serpent home, and it was a biggin'. Then me and the boys of Vertanis actually came up with a funny idea on what we should do to the rats instead of purging them.
Write him an apology letter. I'm sorry.
It would be a letter about how he's a heretic and I'm coming to burn his house down.
You should say something like, "You're a heretic and I want to kill you for that, but I loved you anyways. Please love me back." Okay, hold on. I should have a book and quill somewhere around here.
I know where a book and quill is. Dear heretical king. Should I just say the reincarnated emperor? Should I mention? Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I say.
Don't say anything that could get us involved in a war.
That should be my shtick to get us involved with the war with the rats. I just send them letters saying I hate you. Should I just say that /kill command was the act of God?
Yes. Yes. Do it. So, this needs to come out another block.
No, say this. My apologies for my barbaric actions. It seems your citizens have rubbed off on me. I sincerely apologize.
My gosh, yes. It's so bad. For the time being, until further notice, I will not come to kill you. Apology.
Ooh.
I will deliver that. I'm gonna deliver that.
Go deliver it, yes.
Go, my messenger!
And after we were done with that, our mage discovered the power of flight.
Oh my god, you can halfway fly with that. Oh my god. This is broken!
The only other thing we did this week was build my character a house and a workshop, and then the server crashed for like 2 days. So, yeah, that's where our story ends.